Did y'all miss me? I missed y'all too. Missed you so much I followed you today. Close your mouth because you cold busted. Now, what up, though? Welcome to the nation. Monster Nation, that is. I'm your host, your tour guide, the president, and the king around here. I'm the landlord, owner, tenant, janitor. I'm out the damn floor. With you, if you don't follow the rules. The rules are you gotta like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. If you're trying to be a taxpaying citizen of the nation, leave us a super thanks, a super chat, or a cash app. We actually prefer the cash app, but y'all do y'all. He's gonna be listening no way. Cash app tag gonna be in the description along with the Bandcamp link, which is there for those of you who would rather hear me rap than hear me yap. All of the mixtapes are there, from Nonviolent Rocker, which ain't actually a mixtape, it's more like a compilation of songs that I got busy on without slapping, clapping, or jacking nobody. You know, but still got busy. But yes, it's from that all the way down to Shell Shot, where I did all the slapping, clapping, and jacking. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, of course, what goes without saying, still got busy. So, you know, if you ain't here and you don't want to hear me talking about topics and the current events and all that, go copy and paste the link in the description and go ahead on and buy some music that I know you probably missed. You probably ain't got. You know what I mean? Do y'all have any idea about the Monster Monday series? Do y'all know about that? Probably not. I gotta find something else dope to do with Mondays. I got Ugly Truth Tuesday, right? So, you know, Tuesday is great for me on days like, especially like this one. There's a lot of topics going on right now, and I don't really know what to talk about because I'm not really informed with all of this stuff. So, you know, I've been, you know, living the rest of my life, and you know, so I don't really have enough information to talk about none of the topics. So and then comes in a Tuesday. You know what I mean? Well, I ain't got to talk about none of that. Just talk about myself. Anything y'all want to know, ask me about. As long as it don't get nobody indicted, arrested, you understand what I'm saying, convicted or nothing like that. Investigated. Indicted, investigated, or arrested. So just be mindful of your questions in that manner. But this is Ugly Truth Tuesday. You can ask me anything you want, and I'm going to answer it. Only caveat is I'm going to answer it ugly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I ain't going to do none of that. So I got my glasses on, and I'm ready. I'm trying to roll me up something, but I'm not going to smoke on camera, so I'm going to stop doing that. What up, though? So, yeah, make your questions. You know, give us some good questions, man. Make them count. Make them count. I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna help y'all out. Long time ago, yo, my YouTube is tripping right now. The one on my TV, you know, on my TV, my Fire Stick activity or whatever. I don't know what's going on with this summer moon right now, but it's not right. It's not cooperating with me. I wanted to play a song for y'all. I can probably still do it. Hold on a second. Give me a second. My stand is fragile, so I had to. You know, it might have fell over. I don't want that to happen. But let me see if I can rectify this situation. So let's see. Any questions in there? Any questions yet? Once again, this is Ugly Truth Tuesday, where I answer whatever questions you have for me. Just as long as they won't get nobody indicted or arrested or investigated. You know what I'm saying? So this is not the It's not the DJ Vlad version of the Ugly Truth Tuesday. It's the Rockness Monster version. You know what I mean? So what I'm doing right now is I'm loading up. I'm getting my other phone out, turning it on, in case I need to play something for y'all, or read something for y'all while I make a point. Who is that? Itchy. Salute to Itchy. Thank you for your question. Great question. Can you play an instrument? Can I play an instrument? I can play a little piano. I learned how to play keyboard in junior high school, and it has stuck with me my whole life. And I'm not real good, but I know I can play by ear. Like I could hear a track and mimic the bass line just by listening to it, and trying out different things with my fingers. Yes. What's that? Mike said he thinks I should do a podcast on my life. We love to hear about it. You should shoot it. Where you from? Come out here and get the camera, hold the camera, and we put it together. You know why you should shoot it? Because it's your idea and you believe in it. You came up with it. So you go and work hard. You know what I'm saying? For a little bit of money, because the money ain't here yet. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is it's hard. Just putting people to work for pennies don't work. Once again, this is Ugly Truth Tuesday, where we allow you to ask Rockness Monster any question you want, just as long as the question don't get nobody arrested, investigated, or indicted. I'm gonna just keep stressing that throughout the beginning of the video, probably periodic, in case new watchers, new citizens or new tourists into the nation. All right, let's see. Where can we get the Helter Skelter Magnum Force album on vinyl? I have no rucking idea. Wherever you buy vinyls from, I don't know. Why you didn't play college basketball? You look like you could play. Nah, I was trash. Nah. And then I ain't want nothing to do with college either. You know what I'm saying? I barely made it through high school. Like I got kicked out of my first high school because I was shucking and jiving. And I went to my second high school, and my second high school was like they call them alternative schools, but it's more tailored to, it's for troubled students. And they personalize damn near everything. So I knew I wasn't going to get that in college, and I didn't want to go to college anyway. What was your studio routine when you made Nocturnal? Mars Blackman. Thank you for your question. I mean, the routine was, it's not much to talk about. It's just regular shit, Go to the weed spot, go to the studio. We usually wrote our rhymes before we got to the studio, but if we had to write our rhymes in the studio, me and Ruck would discuss the idea. Most of the time, it wasn't no real idea for the song. It was like, go there and kill, crush, kill, and destroy. So, what we gonna do? We got a chorus? We got one? Not yet. All right, we'll come up with the hook later. Go to your corner, to my corner, kill, come back. Don't be the corny one on the song. Simple. Do you have any vinyl copies of all of Helter Skelter? No. I need a verse from you on my new song called Grimily. No, you don't. If you needed that, you would be sending me a email or a DM where I tell people to do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do when you want one of those. Anyway, respectfully, thanks for your comment. Wasn't a question, but I respect it. If you're trying to work, those costs though too. When you gonna do a Shade 45 and Cook? When they invite me, I'll probably holler at them when I put out these new projects, so I could do my promo run. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. But yeah, I mean, like I'm saying, I want to I don't want y'all to shortchange yourself with all these surface ass questions and shit. I mean, I understand, questions about the career, the history, and all of that stuff. I recognize that, but I want you to I don't want y'all to. I do not want y'all to shortchange yourselves with this experience right here. Let me find something for y'all right quick. Yesterday, what's going on? What's going on with my YouTube, B? Are y'all even seeing me here? I guess y'all can. Y'all talking. Said, I appreciate you, Mike. I'll be looking out for your message. Who said? Who's that? Tetragrammation says I own YouTube. Don't act tough. Block. Thank you. Is Buckshot's brother Sean still alive? Itchy, unfortunately, he is not. Rest in peace, Sean. Your YouTube doing the same thing, Carl? What's your name? Carl? Or Carleone? Yeah, my shit tripping. I don't know what's going on with it, but I wanted to play you a song. So let me just say something. Let me see. Let me share a truth with y'all so y'all can, let's give y'all an idea of some of the range that y'all can that y'all can explore to ask y'all questions. So yesterday, I had I did what was it? What do you call that? I had an intake interview for therapy. Yes, this is what I did with my morning yesterday. I'm seeking out therapy because my one and only, my natural, the therapist God gave me is gone. You understand what I'm saying? I was only looking. How is you niggas sending me YouTube alerts, but the YouTube don't want to work? This niggas is trying to piss the God off this morning. Okay. I wasn't identifying with. What is this? What is this? I don't like having my intelligence disrespected by the app that, I've partnered up with to get my money on. I don't like it. Not at all. But give me a second, y'all. So yeah, I had an intake interview at this, for therapy. And I feel like it went well. Hear the song? Right. The real Phil Blunt, Therapy is one of your favorite Helter Skelter records. One of mine too. Cause I was really, like, we wrote that song. That's one of the songs we wrote at home for the most part. We wrote it at my crib, at my mother's crib. And, that song is it's based off a true story. When I was younger, I used to have these ridiculous, these unnecessarily violent thoughts. Whenever I was quiet, when I was thinking, 90% of the time when I was thinking, when I was inside my own thoughts, I was thinking some violence. That's how my rap style was built. It was built off of the thoughts that was just floating around in my mind. Right? And it is what it is. But I want y'all to hear this verse. Let me see. Salute to my sister Frankie Storm. It's a song I featured on with her. Here it goes. Man, listen, I've been buried alive several times under pressure in the cellar, under a bed. It's a lies, it's crazy. All the veteran ties, in your mind. Whoa. But as a man, ain't no exception, just grind. Needing help, but my one and only therapist died. I'm twisted, down in the depths with depression reside. And I think I'm the dawn, son, what you expect, I'm a rise. I don't know how well y'all was hearing the lyrics, but I said on the line, I said, but as a man, you gotta accept it. You know what I mean? Just ride, needing help. This was a long time ago. Let me listen to the lyrics again. Man, ain't no exception, just grind. As a man, ain't no exception, just grind, needing help. But my one and only therapist died. Right? So when P passed away, I did seek therapy. Like I started this process back in 2015, and it might have been 2016, but I'm pretty sure it was 15. You know, and I went to the intake interview, and because I'm long-winded with my stories, the intake interview, I mean, it could be because of that. I'm not sure, but the intake interview took long. It was more than one interview. It was like I had to go back a few times, and in the middle of that interview, you know, in the middle of that intake session or those sessions, I told this woman things that I don't tell anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like street shit that I would never tell y'all here. You understand what I'm saying? But like I did, and then in the middle of the process, she switched. Like she I don't know, she got switched off of my case, my situation. You know what I mean? And somebody else was supposed to come in, and that somebody wasn't the actual therapist. It was going to be that therapist would have been the third person that I would have revealed some of these dark secrets to, and I just didn't feel comfortable with that, right? So I kind of got discouraged, and I broke the chain. You know what I mean? Like the process stopped. I stopped with the process, and yeah, so that happened. But you know, your boy be going through it. You know, it's like, you know, somebody said in a movie one time. I don't remember what the movie was or the TV show. It was like we've reached the age where life stops giving us things and starts taking them away. You know what I mean? Maybe it said my life stops giving you people and starts taking them away. But I think it said things though. But you know, that spoke to me loudly. I don't believe that it's absolute. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, you know, I don't just reserve myself to that theory. You know what I mean? Because you can make life give you some new shit too. Still, you know, I've you know, that's a belief of mine as well. But I still, you know, it still resonated with me when he said that. You know what I mean? And so yeah, I'm like, you know, so I've been carrying a lot. You know what I'm saying? P died in 2015. That was 11 years ago. You know what I mean? Before P passed away, you know, it felt like, you know, it felt like like death, no jam had been coming closer to me, had been coming closer and closer to me over the years. You know what I mean? Like for a very long time, I was lucky enough, you know, while y'all knew Rock from Helter Skelter, like I was an adult, I was running, you know, a long time in my adulthood, I was lucky, blessed enough to say that all of my day ones, you know, for the most part, was still alive. Not even for the most part. Like my whole squad had never suffered any casualties. You know what I mean? But it seemed like the universe was warning me. It was like, you know, I think it was a couple of cons that, you know, a couple of, you know, our fraternity brothers, Decepticon brothers would pass away. I wasn't that close to them though. Then it was like, I think it was like who was it first? It was my nigga Fatal Hussein and my nigga PH right after him. And then it was P. And, you know, that shit kind of broke me. And not kind of, it did, but, you know, in steps after that, you know, people been going since then. You know, rest in peace to my brother Seiko. Rest in peace to the cuz Bromy, my nigga Drama Villain. The cuz Bromy, I say that because he's my cousin, my bro, and my homie. It's only one of those. You know what I'm saying? But you know, then my nigga Young Noble passed away, and that shit broke me in half all over again. Like when P passed, when P passed, it felt like I couldn't, I feel like that prepared that, like that made me straight for death forever after that. Like it wasn't never gonna hurt that bad. You know what I mean? But that theory's been challenged. And hey. But anyway, y'all have freedom to ask me those kind of questions. Niggas, stop asking me about the studio sessions and Nocturnal. I mean, you can ask me about the questions in Nocturnal. You can ask me about those sessions and all that. But I'm saying, make the most of this experience. You know what I mean? The better the questions, the better the video, the better the numbers we do and all that. I'm just telling you that's where I'm at right now with it. You know what I mean? As the man and the exceptions, just grind, need help. I'm a one to know therapist died down in desert side. I'm the dawn, son. What you expect? I'm a rise. Yo, I heard a song to all of the pause protesters out there. First of all, get your ass out of here, right? That's burst the ball. We pause practitioners here who practice it profusely. You understand what I'm saying? We're professionals at it. You understand? What's it? Emils, you said Tucson, Tucson, AZ. Tucson is in AZ. Just so we clear. All right, Tucson, AZ, or BK. What you asking? Do I prefer Tucson or BK? You asking, am I currently in Tucson or BK? Because if that's what you're asking, the answer is neither. Did you ever feel envious when Ruck reinvented himself as Sean P and went solo? No. I mean, I felt a little bit of competitive spirit because there was a point when when people looked at me like I was the man in Helter Skelter, they was kind of, and I didn't feel like they was giving him the props he deserved. You know what I'm saying? So when he was out there, Sean P and y'all to death, I loved it. But there was a certain, there was a piece of me that was like, I need to, you know what I'm saying? I need to hit the gas. You understand what I'm saying? I can't become the corny one in the crew. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, preference? I mean, listen, man, Brooklyn is, come on now. In regards to Tucson or BK, I mean, ain't nothing I love in this world more than my daughter. I can't say that. I can't say that there's anything I love more than her, and she's in Tucson. So let's just leave it there. Let's see. What artists did you come up on? Ones that inspired me to rap. Inspired me to rap? Hmm. Who inspired me to rap? My friend Randy inspired me to rap. This nigga was my best friend, like in like the second, third grade. Him and my man Timothy. Rest in peace, Tim. But Randy inspired me to rap. We was listening to hip hop a little bit, I mean, as much as any kid, but hip hop was new, but I you know, I considered myself a nerd as a kid. Like I had all the good grades. The only difference between me and the nerds was I was kind of a thug nerd. Like I would fight you. You know what I'm saying? But Randy, I felt like was a little bit more of a nerd than me. I mean, we both grew up to be hood than them up. But anyway, Randy, I felt like was a bigger nerd than me, and he wrote a rap. He wrote a rap, came to school and spit it, and I was like, if he can do it, because I thought rap was for the cool kids, and I didn't feel cool yet. But I was like, if he can do it, so can I. And I tried it. He liked it. They liked it. You know what I'm saying? And I was on my way. Let's see. Yo, always been nice on my BCC. Any tours for BCC crew? Smith and Wesson is definitely touring right now. I'm definitely in the works of trying to put some. This is the 30-year anniversary for Nocturnal, so we're trying to put together some nice stuff for that as well. And y'all gonna have to forgive me because I don't have none of my lovely assistants here to read the questions. So I'm just trying to read through the questions. I may miss a couple, but I love y'all. Let me see. So Ruck said you told him to be more his self, his funny self. He said you told him to bring more of his personality on records. Well, I never heard him say that, but it's true. You sure you ain't hearing I said that? Cause niggas don't be giving me my props, B. I just heard my brother Strang in an interview a couple of weeks ago trying to take my props from me and give him the Ruck. Cause I told him the same thing. I'm like, yo, the nigga you are in your real life, you need to be him in your raps. It's quite entertaining. But yeah, I think Rock told me. No, it might have. No, I think it was Rock. It was Rock, nigga. Embrace your Satan. Did Nervous try to sign Helter Skelter? I don't think so. I don't know though. They didn't have no way of getting at us on their own. They had to go through, either Drew, Black Moon, or Smith and Wesson. And Drew, Black Moon, and Smith and Wesson were already at art. They already kind of wasn't fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, y'all ain't getting Helter Skelter. No, no, hell nah. You lost your brother, man. You guys are the top 5 rap groups of all time. Appreciate you. Besides that, you guys were friends well before the group, just trying to find different ways to deal with it. I respect it. Okay. No doubt, no doubt. Appreciate you. Have you ever passed on anything you regret? Song, deal, track, otherwise? Yes. Yes, I have. I I passed on the Chosen Few album when I was on my AWOL Soldier shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was on my solo groove, when I first began my solo mission, that shit started in like 99, 2000 and all that. I was running around. I had 2 solo deals, this, that, and the third. But when Boot Camp was working on the Chosen Few, I was the separation was strategic. It wasn't personal. But I believe now that that was the wrong choice. Great question though. Salute to what's that? Part-time guard. Force patrol reporting for duty. That'd be nice. Hope y'all make it to H-Town. Yeah, I hope so too, man. H-Town, I haven't done many shows in Texas. Very few. As you say, my child, how are you selecting beats nowadays? I've been very biased with my beat selection lately because I got a home team, but I got a home team of producers, but I'm just, opening up the floor again for everybody. So just email me beats. What's good with the project with you and RJ Payne? It's still going. It's going slow, cause son is papping right now. So he got other things to tend to right now. This hat is nappy. I don't care though. Let me see. Outside of the camp and Sean Price, who's your top 5 MCs all the time? I don't got no damn top 5 MCs all the time. Oh, somebody asked a question. I think I got distracted. I was talking about my influences. Oh yeah, I said my friend Randy inspired me, but also Kane, Rakim, G Rap, and KRS One. They kind of taught me how to rap. Like they taught me how to. They showed me the my technique. You know what I'm saying? I built my technique off of their backs. And then NWA allowed me. They showed me that. They taught me that I could say all of the violent things that was in my head. You know what I'm saying? Would you teach someone how to rhyme correctly? Absolutely. I was about to do that until Mickey Fax opened his school, and the true hip hop nigga in me kind of fell back a little bit for that. Even though the realist in the world is like, you look, we're nobody like Levi didn't stop making jeans just because Wrangler started making jeans, or Wrangler did it first, or whoever did it first. You understand what I'm saying? It's not only one fucking bread brand. You got Wonders, you got whoever else. You know what I'm saying? King's Hawaiian, all them niggas make buns. Did I go to Westinghouse? I went to Westinghouse for night school for a couple of semesters, maybe one, maybe two. What's your favorite song you recorded? Don't have one. Um, what was my most memorable studio session without getting anyone in trouble? I don't know. I mean, I guess the one most other than I mean, we had some fun. We had a lot of fun boot sessions, like when during that first lap of albums for boot camp, because it was almost protocol, like it was almost against the rules for you not to be there if we was working on an album. Every member had to be there, so we was just, it was fun. You know what I mean? When we would do those songs where all of us was on them, those would be fun because just the way it would be set up. It'd be two microphones set up like, I flow fluidly. Ruck is on this mic. How many corny MC Strang is on this round? I mean, on this microphone. Who goes after that? Louisville. Louisville's on this mic. Black MC. And then after that is me. I'm on that mic. And so on and so forth. And we just go bang, 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 bang. If he mess up, we starting over. Bang, bang, bang. Those studios was wild memorable. Also, when I did the points, my first trip to California when I was in the studio with all of those Biggie Smalls, Bone Thugs of Harmony, Redman, and Marley G and Coolio, Illinois Scratch. Like I ain't even have a record deal yet, and I was in the studio with all of these soon-to-be legends. What do you think your most influential lyrics are? I don't know. It would take too long to do. I would have to do homework for that, man. I don't know. You tell me. Do you get together with the rest of the group and do the summer shows, like tour around from June to September, like a lot of I mean, sometimes it depends on how much heat is on us at the time. You know what I mean? Well, go on with 20 ranks. Salute to 20 ranks. I haven't seen him in a couple of years, but that's, it's family. Yeah, I don't think 20 ranks, I don't know if he still do music. 20 ranks was Louisville cousin. Let me see. Let me see. It's my favorite Sean Price solo album. I don't know. I don't know. Probably Jesus. I'm on that one the most. Let me see. Jesus Price, Superstar. I know you're close with the Outlaws and done work with them. Have you ever thought of doing a collab with Nutso? He's been putting out some new music. I think y'all would. Nah, I haven't never thought of that. We need to see Sean Price's rap clinic again. That shit was hilarious. Mickey should have you as a guest at this point. Yeah, Mickey, my homeboy. We're gonna work it out. Not sure, but did you speak on the Corey Holcomb recently? Corey Holcomb is. I mean, I've spoken up on his issues with Joe Budden, but like, and I spoke on the situation with the Anton Daniels jump off. But it's like, like I'm a fan of Corey Holcomb, and usually I talk about people that I'm a fan of, and I try to. If you pay close attention to most of my blogs, I be trying to defend the nigga. I be trying to defend these niggas. You understand what I'm saying? Like, most of the time I see the whole, the culture going crazy about something that somebody said or did or whatever. And in my vlogs, I'll be like, y'all tripping. It ain't that bad. He's probably just this or they're probably just that. And I don't have no line of defense for Corey no more. You know what I'm saying? I just, Corey, you know, I don't know, like, he attacks somebody new damn near every day, or at least that's what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? He be going ham on somebody new, and it's just like when they went at him, like when TMZ was on him for the situation with the lady where he mushed the lady, the way he took it was like he felt like he was under attack unfairly, and I just was like, that don't add up right there. You know how this game go. You play this game every day. You don't care whether it's fair or not when you be smoking people every day. You know what I'm saying? You smoke niggas every You smoke somebody every day, bad too. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of, I was kind of like, knocked upside the head by the fact that he was all of a sudden when TMZ was on his heels, he was back. He's like, oh, the biggest platform in the world want to slander a meager comedian with a YouTube page. I'm like, oh, now you just a comedian with a YouTube page? When you beefing with other comedians, you understand what I'm saying? When you beefing with Joe Buttons, you this big. I don't watch y'all. Y'all watch me. Just don't add up. So I kind of I don't, salute to him, but I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Do you know, are there still Sean P verses in the vote, or yeah, they are. We're about to put out a new album. Sean P was real close with Matt Fingers. Do you have any collabs with him? I don't think so. Missed you on Drink Champs? No, you didn't. Wasn't on there. Um, you recall Bergen and Underhill? Yes, I do. My favorite joint is Operation Lockdown. Salute to you. Do y'all have any of those studio sessions recorded? That would be ill to see. We have some, not whole sessions, but some clips. Your intro and Nocturnal was fire. Thank you. All right. Have you ever had any serious politicking with Papoose or 38 Special about independence, about independent business opportunities and capitalizing money wise? They seem to profit pretty good. Well, I have met both of them. I haven't had serious conversations with either of them. But some people very close to me have had some very serious conversations with 38 Special along the lines of those things. And I mean people in my inner circle. Pause. People that handle things for me. Did you ever see Jay-Z in Brooklyn coming up? In Brooklyn? I don't know. I've seen him in Manhattan a bunch of times. I may have seen him in Brooklyn somewhere. Let me see. See, you would think my most influential quote in a verse would be, "If you don't change nothing, ain't nothing going to change." Well, I didn't originate that quote. I don't remember where I got it. I just been carrying it for a long time, and I don't think niggas follow it from me. I don't think niggas listen. I've heard niggas steal it from me, or maybe they got it from the same place, or maybe they just got it from life because it's something that life can teach you. You know what I'm saying? That quote, life can teach you that quote. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't hear niggas saying salute to the Rottenness Monster for this quote when I hear them saying a version of it. I heard Jadakiss say a version of one of my quotes. I don't know if he got it from me, but like I said, life will teach you this. Or, you know what I'm saying? It could be cryptomnesia. You know what cryptomnesia is? Cryptomnesia is when you hear something, forget you heard it, think about it again, but you remember it as an original thought. You think you thought of it. You don't remember that you heard that from them. That happened to me with a song before. Like I completely stole a cadence of Snoop Dogg's for this song. And yeah, it's another story. Another story entirely. We'll talk about it later. I would think your most influential quote or verse would be, "If you don't sound right, okay, that's what you're saying." We kind of feeling for his co-host. I'm lost. What's good, bro? What do you think your most overlooked album or feature is for the fans to take a look at? Great question. I can't answer it honestly though. I mean, I can answer it honestly. I just can't answer it adequately. So, what do you think your most overlooked album or feature is for the fans to take a look at? How about how about Ether Rocks? It's my most recent album. It's produced completely by Ron Browse, and that shit is ridiculous. Just try that one. Um, how's Buckshot doing? He chilling. We good. Is there any time you miss having your locks? Yes, there is. Random times. Be like, damn. Like, I think sometimes when I dream, like when I see myself in dreams, I still have locks. Let me see. Why did you and some of the rest of the camp cut your locks? Who's the only one with locks left? Steel, because that was Steel's vision. The rest of us, rest of us kind of follow, we follow suit. But that was really Steel. The rest of us, eventually, our true colors show. We went back to who we really were. I was drink. I was trying to suggest that you should have been on Drink Champs with the fam. Oh, oh, I get it. My bad. I got you. Part time, God. Rock, MF Doom, and Chino XL would have made for a great song. I'm sure it would have. Any boot camp records recorded at Power Play Studio? Not that I know of. Any Tupac stories? Not for me. I never met Tupac. Do you think you're not as visible enough and underappreciated? I think y'all don't watch these videos enough. Like I don't like the numbers I get on YouTube, but as far as visible enough, I don't care about that much anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like I really care more about the money now. I walk around in the street, I go everywhere in the world, and people either show me love or they don't show me shit, and that's fine with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm fine with people not saying a word to me as I walk past because they don't know me. That's peace. You know what I'm saying? And when they do, and if they do know me, they usually have good things to say. So I'm fine with that. But, you know, so I don't feel underappreciated. I just feel underpaid. I remember the essence. All right, I'm not gonna stay the whole hour, y'all, because y'all don't be watching the hour videos like that. So we're gonna get out of here in a few. Take a few more questions. I'm gonna spin through them. If you want to make your question stand out, you know how to do it. Um. uh, Let me see. What's the flavor is very underrated. Do you feel your hip hop on the big rock? Didn't realize that was you. Rock on the planet to watch the video. We keep what we got? What we got? I think that's all the questions. Oh shit! Hold on. All right. Who's from the West Coast? Oh no. Who's from the West Indies from the camp? None of us. None of us are from the West Indies. Just some of us grew up in heavily populated areas like Buckshot and Tech. Well, Buckshot mostly. Buckshot and Crown Heights and the Crown Heights Flatbush area, Franklin Avenue. Wild West Indians over there. You know what I'm saying? It's overpopulated with West Indians. Not over, but I'm just saying it's dominant. Um, Tech. I don't really know. I never really knew Tech's family like that. I met a couple of members in his family, but I ain't never seen no, like no West Indian, but don't quote me on that, because like I said, I don't know his lineage like that. Let me see. Sean P did the top 5 DOA Brooklyn rappers. Who you got? Um, Top 5 Brooklyn rappers? I don't know. Me? P? Mm, it's too many rappers in Brooklyn for that, B. You know, you can't go wrong. Me, P, MOP, Still, Fab, Kane, Jay-Z. Don't do this to me, P. Ask me, did I cry in therapy or something? That thing. Don't do that to me. Shit. Do I remember Sean Black? The one Sean Black that used to run with Sadat X? Yeah, Sean. If you talking about that Sean Black, are you talking about that Sean Black? Me and that Sean Black were on we were on opposite sides of a brawl back in the high school days. But anyway, right, the Eric from the Eric, the Eric Mother Brown, Dylon, 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 and Dylon. Yep. Rockness, 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 and Rockness. How am I doing with my ADHD? Right now I'm in a, you know, the basketball players like a Josh Hart, like a Bruce Brown, where they do a lot of good things that don't show up on the stat sheet. That's where I am. I'm making a lot of progress that doesn't show up on the stat sheet just yet. So yeah, that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm diving on the floor, hitting loose balls. You know what I'm saying? Deterring shots because of my presence. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't gotta actually block it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm out. Made it to the end of this video. Let me get 4 microphones. Thank you for participating. I just don't want the video to say 1 hour when people look at it. You understand what I'm saying? So I'll see y'all later. I had a rough day yesterday, so I'm about to call somebody that, you know, take the edge off or something. Finish rolling that blunt I was about to start. Call somebody pretty. Text my baby girl or something like that. Rock on, rock on. And Raquel, if you're watching, you shouldn't be.